Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. This is episode number 3 of the Coronavirus in the Pacific Northwest series. For this episode, we are looking to continue the process of getting through contracts as quickly as possible. The unfortunate thing was today, well, not a lot of work is necessary. The goal of trying to get up to 160,000 in roughly a week is challenged by the number of contracts that we are being offering. So transporting contract is nearly done, and then we have just one fertilizing contract on a relatively small field 10 for a very small payday. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing to fertilize field 10. Dad, have you arrived at field 10 yet?
Yes, I am. I'm lined up and ready to go.
And Johnny, how are we doing on the transport mission?
I'm just about to set that.
Alright, so it sounds like we're just about there on that point. So, I've hopped in my tractor and I'll be moving up to field 10 here in a moment. You can see just above me on the minimap is fields 11 and 12. Field 10 is just to the north of that. And there you go, transport finished. So when I arrive here at field 10 in just a moment, we'll collect payment and sign the contract for the field 10 mission, and then we'll get on with it. See, you're at the northeast corner. I'll take the southwest corner. And then in just a second here, I'll get that contract dealt with. There we go. So collect and accept. Okay, contract's ready. Lower that. And zoom out a little bit further here so we can see. I think I might be a little too far. Yeah, just a little too far to the left there. And now we're nice and lined up. This will be a really quick mission. This contract, the field's a little bit long, but it's pretty skinny, so it's only going to take probably 2 passes each, maybe a 5th pass for one of us. And if that's the case, it's only 9:30. We need the day to go really quick. So we'll go times 120 speed. Oh yeah, this will definitely be done in. It's already it's almost a 3-lane pass. It's definitely not quite 4. And there you go, contract finished. And that is our day done. So this apparently is the life of a farmer. No. Farmers everywhere are screaming at us. Done at 11? What? Not a chance. Not a chance. Well, no contracts to do. And outside of some equipment, we don't own anything ourselves. In fact, last night, I emptied out the fertilizer from this sprayer, and I slept inside the sprayer. Yeah, we have no home. I found sitting in the tractor all day, being there long enough. So it helps if I lift the spreader up. There we go. Alright, well, the day is done, folks. Johnny's already returned to the farm. I still have right about 1,300 fertilizer left. What's your quantity, Dad?
I have 481.
481, that's right. We didn't refill that one yesterday. The other two both got filled up. Yeah, no contracts. And now we're going to have to sit and wait it out. So we're going to take a moment to cut into the next part, and I'll see you after a very weak payday on the previous day. The contracts on offer today considerably better and a substantial quantity in the funds area if we can get through all of them. So we're finishing up a transporting contract right now. 5 pallets moved across the map. Last one just about to arrive, and then we have 4 fertilizing contracts, all 4 big fields this time in the southern part of the map. With that, we're going to go ahead and hop in this tractor, the case, and go pick up our fertilizer spreader and head to the first field. Guys, how's it going with the contract there?
Well, we just got to get everything in the box.
Yeah, so one of the challenges to that current contract is we have 5 pallets, and all 5 pallets have to fit in a small box. And one of them was having a little bit of trouble, or we were having a little bit of trouble getting one of those pallets to detach from the pallet fork, and in that process ended up bumping and knocking one of the others over and out of the delivery area, out of the zone. So we're trying to get that one sorted out while the last delivery is reaching the bakery, which is that final destination. Johnny, is that last one, have you made it there yet?
Yeah. We're just getting everything.
Okay. Now with these big fertilizing contracts that we have today, we're definitely going to need a lot more fertilizer than what we had previously. So we've already put 2 pallets worth of solid manure into one of the spreaders, one that was just about empty. You can see that I'm down to 40% here on this one. You can see they're just behind us there on the other side of that building. We're finishing up that delivery. And so I'm going to go ahead and take one additional pallet. And then you saw that there was one spreader still up there at the farm, and we're going to use that one to fill up the other, or utilize the other bag to fill it up. So that puts me at 71%. I've got 2,300. And you should be done here with that contract shortly. Oh, that's not the way I want to go. And actually, since I'm here and it's going to be a second, let's go check out the action. Let's see, you guys are down this side road here.
Okay.
Yeah, hop out and park. Just park right here.
I've got one left there that
On back here. Yeah, if you push that forward a little bit, we might be able to get it in there. Oh, and then we got one over there too.
Yeah. Okay, those are, yeah, oh, that one needs to be moved.
Yeah, if you come up to the right side of it and then just
Yeah.
turn the wheel left a little bit, probably just brush it over without having to pick it up. He's got the other one picked up, so should have that in there in a moment. Oops. There you go. Just... That's in. Okay, so for this one might need to be pushed forward. Oh, hello. Object too heavy. Nope, can't grab it. Yeah, we just have that one needs to be pushed in a little bit too. And that's a good method, Johnny. Just give her a nudge. You don't even have to pick it up, just slide it forward. That should do it. Did I miss something?
The option yet?
No, it still says active.
Oh. Now that one needs another little push. Oh. Yeah.
They're all in. It might be because because they're upside down. They seem to all be inside now.
They should be. That should be good enough.
I wonder if it's because these two are upside down.
Could be.
No, I've completed it with 2 upside down.
Oh, before? Well, there's one here at the back that's now been pushed to the edge of the box.
Yeah, but it should be.
Let's go ahead and go forward into a little time lapse while we sort this out. Alright, well, that was fun. I don't know how much I showed of that. It was definitely a long process, but it really, really was finicky about those pallets. And we moved and reshuffled and flipped them all over and got them right side up and maneuvered and re-maneuvered and maneuvered, and it finally decided it liked our combination of where the pallets were placed. And mission contract complete. So with that, we move on to fields 25, 26, and then 29 and 35 of fertilizing. We take a quick look at our blown up map. 25, 26 are the two here at the bottom left corner, southwest corner of the map. And then 29 is right by the shop, just to the right of it, underneath where it says Lime Station there. And then we have field 35, yes, the biggest field in the game. And that is the one that, if we get it done, will provide a very hefty payday and get us much closer towards our goal. And maybe before the end of spring, we can purchase our own field and begin harvesting. Not need my headlights. There we go. That's what I wanted. And let's go back to minimizing this map. View kind of right where I want it.
What field are we going to?
25,
right.
Southwest corner. And I'm to it and getting started here. And I'm starting at the west edge of the map, or of the field. It's long, but it's skinny, so we should be able to get it fairly quickly. And then 26 is right next to it, so either way, you'll want to head this way. Dad, what's your equipment situation? What are you up to?
I dropped the fork, and now I'm coming with the spreader, but to drop the fork, I had to drop the spreader first.
Okay.
And then drop the fork, and then come back and get the spreader.
All right. Johnny, what about you? Are you there? Did we lose Johnny?
Oh, sorry, I'm reading up the fertilizer.
Okay. Alright. Well, small chance I'll have 25 done before you guys get here. Or at least before Johnny gets here. But I'm still working on the first row. It's just long field. But it's not that wide, and with the nice spread we get, we should be able to get through it relatively quickly. Go right to the edge. Okay. Dad, you haven't started the field yet, right?
No, I'm coming up the hill.
Okay. When you start on the east edge of the field, so the edge closer to 26. Because I'm coming back second row.
No.
In the middle of the field now.
What the hell?
Wait a minute.
The game glitched and it made me drive the cliff.
Drive the cliff.
Off the cliff.
Are you upside down?
No, I was able to see it.
Well done.
And the fertilizer's right next to it.
And I went the wrong way.
Oops. Oh, yeah, you're both on the hill road on the North Plateau.
This steering, the front end is too light with this heavy spreader, full spreader on the back.
Full spreader full of poop. It's a bit of weight. At least it's not a full spreader full of coronavirus. I've already used up 17% and I'm still only on my second pass. Looks like a 3.5 pass kind of field, so we'll probably get most of the way in 3 and then have to finish up the final percentage on a 4th pass.
Do you still want me there?
Well, the next field is 26, so if you want, you can line up for that. Or you could start that 4th pass on the edge. Because, like I said, I don't think the 3 passes will get us the percent we need. There's still a
East
good
or
little...
west side for me.
East side for you. East side of 25. And either way, 26 is right next to it, so even if I do finish, all you have to do is hop over to 26. Alright, well, this is a good time to jump into time-lapse as we finish fertilizing these fields and collect our big payday. We did spend a little bit of money going into today to improve our speed on those transport projects. We added another attachment to the second tractor that is compatible with front loaders. In all, we spent about $8,000, $9,000 to do that. So not a big investment to help us with those transport projects. So now we have 2 tractors that can do them. But then other than that, we're going to have a lot of profit today, just the purchase of the fertilization materials. And that's really not much compared to what we're going to get paid out with.
Comes the music. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shoot you right down. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shoot you right down. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, so we're approaching the end of the final contract of the day. We've also sped up our timer, so it's 11 o'clock. But again, it'll be next morning before we pick up any new contracts.
Do you have enough? Are you finishing this?
I'm probably not finishing myself here. We've got a good little bit still to finish, so find an empty row. Johnny, I think the row that you stopped in the middle of when you ran out, I'm right now just coming in to finish that one off. So try to find the gap on the other side, though this is not quite fitting. There we go. But we're getting pretty close to finishing the biggest field in the game. It's taken a little bit. We had to buy a bunch of extra pallets. It's large. It's very large. It emptied what we had, and we've refilled. And yeah, there we go. Coming up on the end of it now. There's a little sliver left here, but
Trying to find them.
get this sliver. There's another sliver there behind me. In terms of the whole field, these slivers aren't going to make a big difference. If this thins out anymore, I'll turn off and find where we were. Okay, that's really thin now. There's a little sliver right there left. What about on the other side? We worked 3 areas of the field. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a big wide strip right here. So, do you guys see where I'm at? Somebody want to come to where I am and go the opposite direction because I'm in the middle of the field.
I'm going down to the other end.
So, Johnny, if you want to pull a U-turn and then from where I'm at, go the opposite direction. We should be done with this contract here in a moment. This one's going to pay out really well. So, we've definitely spent some money on fertilizer today. In terms of profit, we're going to be in a much better place. Because right now, we're about where we started the day. In terms of funds. Oh, this is getting wider than I can cover, so there's another sliver here. But I would imagine
It was down at the other end here, too. Wider than I could cover.
I think by time...
If you go to the east of me, Johnny,
We're at 93.
it's getting narrower up here. It looks
Anyway, by the time we're done with this contract, we'll have made probably a $37,000 profit for the day.
Seed, Jonathan. That's why you're going so fast. You didn't turn it on.
I know, I'm trying to...
This little strip is getting pretty skinny already. I'm nearly out of fertilizer. There we go. Contract is done.
Turn it off.
$37,000 for that one. So actually, it's turned into about a $40,000 profit day, even after adding another front loader. Spent about $8,000 on that, plus all the fertilizer that we purchased. The offset still ended up turning out to be about a $40,000 profit day, which is really nice because, of course, our goal is to get up to about $160,000. Now, we don't actually have to get all the way to $160,000. We can be on our way towards $160,000, and I think $122,000 is definitely on our way to $160,000 because, turn this off for a moment, the harvester is what we need at the end of the growing cycle. I think tomorrow we can buy a field. I think we can afford to spend $50,000 on a field and go out, cultivate our own field, plant our own field, spray our own field, in addition to doing our contracts. What do you guys think?
Well, I think it sounds good. We got enough money to buy.
Right. Well, yeah, because we'll spend.
A header and a piece of property.
We don't have all of that yet. What we have right now, the property is $50,000, so we'd still have $72,000 left after buying a piece of property. We'll probably spend a little bit on seeds and whatnot, but the cultivation, the spraying, we've already bought the pallets on that, so we've got fertilizer. So we drop by $50,000, but then we'd only need to get back to 111 by the time the harvest is ready to go. So we'll need another $40,000 over the coming days. I don't know how long these fields take to grow on FS19, but if we're looking at the calendar, right, the harvest season doesn't start till late summer. So we're probably looking at about 15-20 days before we can turn around and harvest either a wheat, barley, or oat, or canola. Check the prices on those and see what's going to pay off for us the best. But I think we could, we're going to have plenty of time to make the $40,000 we need in order to buy the harvester. I mean, today alone, we turn a profit of $40,000. Of course, looking at our history, that's the biggest profitable day we've had in doing these contracts. But we have very little to invest right now to make things happen, and so we should be turning, say, an average of $15,000 a day. We'll make that in a few days. Anyway, with that thought in mind, let us know in the comments below what you think about the idea of going forward with buying our first field, and we might even get our second field if we have another day or two of good contracts before we get through late spring. I mean, we still have a good week till we're through that point. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. Again, that does help us with the algorithm and getting the series out there if you want to see more of it. And if you like what you see, definitely hit subscribe for more great content. Have a good one. Survive that coronavirus out there. Scary times. I was at a store today and people are panic buying. And the look on people's faces, let me tell you. Bye for now.